Well, this has been a video I've been meaning to get started on, and every time I started thinking I was going to make a video, somebody'd stop in while I had this in the shop, so we're working on the Alice. I got the service done Saturday, change fuel filters, oil filter, air filter, and hydraulic filter. I still got to blow out the radiator, because this tractor, my neighbor called this fall and needed an auger tractor, so this thing went and ran an auger. And the air filter had a bunch of bees wings in it, so I'm going to blow the radiator out just to make sure everything's out. Clean that all up. Right now, the project at hand is I've got the front tires off because I'm going to get new tires for the front, painting the rims. I went ahead, figured I'd pull off the hubs because they had some slop in the bearings, and I swear, just from the looks of it, these have never been off because that grease was nasty. Like, it was, this side barely had any grease, and that side had just like oil grease come out of it. So I'm guessing they've never been off. They may have, but just to pump grease into them, but that's been about it. So I've got all new bearings, races, grease seals for the hubs. I'm taking the hubs to work tomorrow. Gonna run them in the parts washer for a couple hours, get them really cleaned out. We'll tape this end off, and we're gonna paint the hubs. I got Agco, which is cream, is what the original color of the wheels was, and so we're gonna do that. Before we get too far, I'll show you the tires and rims here we're working with. As you can tell, they've got a lot of dry cracking going on, and I just do not want one of these to split out. These are Firestones, and that is what's going back on this tractor, because I have OCD and I cannot stand seeing a tractor with a set of mismatched tires. These are Firestones. Those are going to be Firestones as well. But we're going to get that done. And then this spring sometime, I'm going to pull this in the barn, or pull it around the barn where I get the skid steer on both sides. I'm going to jack the back of it up, and we're going to pull these off, paint the inners, and then paint the centers, put them back on, and then hopefully by then I'll have my rear weights, both my rear weights up on there. That way that's done. And that will complete this project fully for this year. Like I said, serviced it. I went through, because it's got a little engine oil drip right there. I went through and I touched all the oil pan bolts and just gave them a little quarter turn on each one of them. Tighten the ones that were like really loose, tighten them up. And that there is a leak I thought was just a little hose, but I think it's more than that, and I don't really, it's been leaking for a while. We will get to that next winter when it's not all this crap going on. Went and ordered from Steiner. I went and ordered all new round pods for the front. I ordered new flashers for the fenders. Buddy Aaron's coming over to wire all that up for me this weekend. I'm not an electrical guy, so I stay out of the middle of that one. Like I said, got all the engine oil changed. Oil looked good when I drained it out. I need to get the radiator blowed out, get the hubs back together, tires back on, and then it'll be done for now until we can get to the back tires and wheels, which will involve weights too, because I really need to get weights on the back of this thing, because I was pulling the spreader buggy this year, and she likes to slide because it ain't got enough rear end weight to hold her back. It's got all new couplers on the remotes. I changed those before week started, and then I finally changed those the other day because I was like, that set's leaking too, so we're going to just change them. They're all new. But yeah, then I'll have the 2 back work lights that'll work, and the 2 flashers. I did get me a new seat, because the old seat was pretty shot, and that there is close to the original. So yeah, it sits a lot better, I will say. I don't think I'm gonna have tractor ass like last year. That's pretty rough. And then another little small thing that I did that's not really a big deal, but there is a piece of pipe right there that goes in the manifold that your muffler clamps onto, or straight pipe, whichever you prefer. That little piece of pipe kept loosening up. So I did what I thought was right and pulled it out, put red Loctite on it, and tightened it back down and put the pipe back on it. And now the damn thing don't move. So hopefully that's a fix. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if heat will affect it. If not, I'll just pull it out and figure out how to redo it. Because, yeah, you got to get pipe, or like galvanized pipe, I guess. You can cut it off and make it into a little stand pipe. But then the next little step, that's a small one, because I don't think I'm going to stand that straight pipe mowing hay this year. I'm going to paint the muffler. It's pretty rusty. I'm going to get it cleaned up, put it back on. And then, yeah. I know it sounds like a lot of just looks stuff going on, but there's been a lot of mechanical stuff, like the front bearing hubs, the service on it, checking for leaks, just checking it over, seeing what needs to be checked into. Last year, it pretty much got a pretty good thorough gone through, so just doing a little double check of it and getting ready for this year. So anyhow, we'll catch y'all here in a little bit. Thank y'all for watching. I made decent progress tonight. Got the hubs all put back together. Figured I'd just put them on a tractor because painting them might be a pain, because you have to tape the backside off, and we can just cover it up and just be able to spin them too, to paint them a little easier. But got new bearings, new races, new grease seal, put new cotter pins on there. Nuts and the keeper would look pretty good. They're a little tight right now just because the seal's getting broke in. Hopefully they'll loosen up as age, and we'll probably have to pull the caps back off and tighten them back up eventually. But right now they're just a little bit tight. Not too bad, but like I said, a little bit of work, and go out and run it around a little bit and check them again. They should be okay though. Right now they're just a little tight. The new seal on the back really is going to help matters in a lot of ways. I didn't videotape it just because I know how to get the races out, but I didn't know there was that grease seal in the back has a cup that's like its race that goes in there. Well, I got all the new races in. I stuck the cone in the back there, the grease seal. Thought, well, it kind of looks weird, but okay. So I went to stick one side on, and they had that little cup in there that was left in there. And I noticed there was something that grooves in there, but I thought it was just some wearing, but nope. So if anybody changes the wheel bearings on a 185 Alice, look at the grease seal. There is a cup that goes with that grease seal. It's probably stuck in there like these was. And what I did was took a chisel and split the top half, and then took and went at an angle and pried it out, and then just popped them out, because there's really no good way getting in there and prying them up, to just pop them out. And I found it to be less damaging. But new bearings, pack the bearings in grease, then put some on the outside and put the caps on. So we're going to paint the hubs up. Dad today got the wheels, started painting them. Don't worry, there's new rubber going on these this weekend. Actually, Friday, I think. We're going to take these up and get new rubber put on there. I could not find a set of Firestones. I found them online, but I could have ordered them offline and waited, but I'm kind of needing to get this out of the shop. So I found a set of Alliances. 8 plies, 4 rib, exact same tire. And they were like $135 a piece, so I was like, yeah, we're going to do that. It's a little cheaper, because we wasn't really planning on redoing the bearings and everything in the front end, but figured we can do a little cost prohibiting on tires and get these done up. We're going to keep these just as spares, just in case you have a flat or something, and also too, the tire shops anymore charge a disposal fee, and I have a way of disposing these, and we won't go into that, but it may involve a lot of flames. But they always charge like a disposal fee on getting rid of the rubber, so hell with it. I'll take care of myself. But we got the hubs all done. got her all greased up. Went ahead and I had the grease gun out doing packing the bearings and everything. I went ahead and greased everything up, made sure it was good. So the greasing's done. Get the new tires put on, and then we're gonna mess around with some pitch angles and see if something ain't gummed up there a little bit on the tie rods, but we'll see how all that goes. But anyhow, that's tonight's video, tonight's progress. This is Wednesday night, so anyhow, catch y'all later. Thank y'all for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of this video. So I just want to quickly conclude this video. I didn't get many clips of putting her back together, but we got the new front rubber on, tires all painted up, hubs painted up, new bearings, races, seals in there. Tighten those up real good, and she should be good to go. Road's really good. Took it down the county road a couple times just to see how she feels, and steers good, and pretty happy with it. Let's see. Got the radiator blowed out. She really needed that. I should have done that way sooner than what I did. Service strip, topped all the fluids off, good there. So, if anybody knows on these Alice's, there's a flasher module under the damn dash. So I got a new module for the LEDs, and I can't get, something's not right. I don't know if there's a ground wrong or something, but I just can't get those to flash. I put the new module in. The old module that I had, that was the round, not just for the LEDs, for the old lights that were on there. This one would flash and that one wouldn't. So I got something funky up underneath the dash, but honestly, for roading around, these are bright enough and they're orange. They'll be good for now. I may mess with that if I figure out something. I'm going to do a little research and ask some people and see what happens there. But the cool thing is, now that I got everything wired up, rewired, is I've got the 4 round pods on each side. What's cool is now it has the low side, that's the high side, and then it shuts your orange ones off, turns on your rear back lights and your front work lights. So it's got field mode and the 2 road modes, which is really nice. Got the seat all mounted up. We actually did a little bit more work today on it. It's Sunday. We actually unbolted it and slid it back up and put the new shock in there. And did some kind of readjustments on it. It seemed like it fixed a few things on there. Just some oddball stuff here and there on the old girl. I got the little stack piece, fixed it up to where it ain't loose now. And then I've got the muffler. We're painting it right now, but it's got cold again on us, so we kind of had to hold off on the painting on that. But all the wiring's done on the lights. I got a new steering wheel cap there, and put the new sticker on the back of the seat. I got her looking pretty sharp. She needs to be cleaned again, but I figure I'll do that this spring when I pull her out to take her to the field. So first job for this old girl this spring is spreading urea, so we'll put her to work. But sorry I didn't get many clips on this project. I wish I would have, especially the service part of it. There's just not a lot of people have Alice stuff that shows that on YouTube, but just want to at least give you guys a recap of what it all looks like. I did not, in fact, get Firestones for the front. I got the Alliances for the fronts. They're a little bit cheaper and same quality as the other ones. I've got a wagon with all Alliances on it, so they're good tires. I think even the Baylor's got all Alliances on it too. But pretty much got the disc bind done, Baylor's done, rake's done. I had to put the other sticker on the other side of it. The stickers that come on it actually were peeling off of it, and I got those warranted, and we changed those out. Went through and greased it, greased that, checked all the boxes, put the new clutch on the Baylor, and greased it and checked the boxes on it. And then this old girl, the old workhorse here, I think's in pretty good shape. Probably the next little thing we're going to do is we'll split the rims, pull the tires off, paint the hubs, and paint the ring on the inside, get that cleaned up. But for all in all purposes, she's ready to go to the field. So, trying to get as prepared as I can. I started on the Kinsey planter. It's not sitting here, as you can see. I got it down at the shop working on it, getting it set up so we can plant beans this year with it. I'm going to slide it in on 30s. So, there's a video of it being put together as I go on it, so that'll be kind of neat. probably a quick little weekend project is on the next on the list is I'm going to put a new deck in this. I think we got enough oak over there. We can oak deck this thing and then take a link out of the chain and tighten it up. But get it all ready to go, and we'll see how she pans out this year. We went yesterday and picked up a fence stretcher for the skid steer so we can get started on fencing as soon as the weather breaks. And then this next weekend, we're going to pick up the newest and latest purchase to the farm. That is going to make the haying process a lot more easy this year, I think, especially on first cutting. So anyhow, stay tuned for that one. We'll catch y'all later. Thank y'all for watching.